What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you guys an exciting unboxing to dig into. Let's go ahead and dig into this guy, and we'll kind of fill in on the backstory as we get this guy opened up. So I've been in contact with Blackbeard Fire Company, and we were talking about various fire starters and the products that he has to offer. And he said that he had his new arc lighter, and we were talking about ferrocerium rods and just a bunch of different stuff. And he said that he had a new arc lighter that had just been released, and he wanted me to take a look at that. And we also will be taking a look at some different ferrocerium rods that Blackbeard Fire Co. has to offer as well. What an awesome unpackaging experience here. We got a couple different stickers, nice little keychain tag here. Love the Blackbeard emblem there. That is definitely a nice touch. Blackbeard fire starters. So we got some cool swag right off the get-go, and then you get a nice thank you card. And then that has a little bit of information on it. Free bag of fire plugs with your next order. So, you order something and you get a little coupon type thing where if you order something else, they throw in a free bag of fire plugs. So that's another nice touch there. So let's get into this guy here. And I am really excited to check this out because I have just recently got into the arc lighters, and I have to say, I wasn't real sure about them initially. We'll bring out a different option here, a very more budget-ended option that it's all right, but haven't been, it's been all right. So I'm really interested to kind of see what this one is all about, and we will go ahead. We're going to do a full review of this, but I'm thinking in this video, if this is charged up and ready to go, or at least has a little bit of charge in it, we'll go ahead and we'll do a little demonstration, just a quick demonstration with this guy. So there's a couple of the specs here. We do have a cross pattern, so like an X pattern, and the posts are all vertical. Now, USB rechargeable, so it'll be USB-C rechargeable. That's a nice touch there. The one that I'm familiar with is the old USB, so the USB-C is definitely a nice touch. Windproof arc, waterproof case, and no fuel needed. All you need to do is charge this puppy up. And then there's a little pause and read information if you are interested in that. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. Charger, and that is a lanyard there in case you need to tie it off or you want to wear it as kind of a neck lighter. So we have Blackbeard fire starter there on the case. Very nice finishing work on this case. I'm not sure what the case is made from. Impact resistant, waterproof case. So I don't know if it's some sort of polymer or if it's some sort of rubber polymer. That's kind of what it feels like, is like a mix between like a rubberized polymer type deal. I'll have to see if I can find that out for the final review of this guy. But there's a latch here that prevents you from opening it up, or that prevents it from being opened up unnecessarily. And then it's got this little rubber wheel here. That way it isn't just going to fall off of there. And then we have the push button here, and that flicks the guy open. Nice. Yeah, that's got a very nice seal to it. And then when you push that in, that pulls that part out. So that is very well done there. And there are your posts. Yeah, and she's got a charge ready to go. So there you can see it's the X pattern, and we have an indicator light letting you know probably the battery life. I'm assuming it'll go from maybe blue to red or something like that once it starts dying. And you can pull this guy out if you want, if it needs cleaned or something like that. But as far as charging this guy up, you don't have to do anything but pop the lid here. And on a rough estimate, they're saying a full charge will get you 300 lights. Now, the duration of those, it might be 3 seconds or whatever. I'm not 100% sure how they did that and came to 300. But it says 300 in between each charge. Now, I want to bring out something else really quickly here. Now, this one is going to be definitely more of an imitation type brand. Not going to be anywhere the quality that the Blackbeard ones are. And these are probably like $8-10. This is basically just a knockoff. And the reason I got this was because I wanted to try out these arc lighters. I was very interested in them. And you can see here the posts on this one are actually horizontal. And I think this is going to be the way this one is designed. You don't have anything from preventing you to getting to that. If you have items that are a little too big or a little too wide, you're going to have trouble getting them into this little area here. And that's the issue I found with this one. And when I saw this one from Blackbeard, I thought to myself, that is going to be a lot easier to access the material or whatever it is you're trying to light. It's going to be a lot easier to get to. Now, the awesome thing about these is as long as you have some sort of power and you have the cord, you're going to always have an instrument that's going to start fires for you or basically give you the ability to have a flame in a sense. And it doesn't matter if you have a wall charger, and you're getting directly from a house or a building, or even if what you should be carrying like a small battery bank with you in your backpack or your sling bag or what have you, something like this will be just perfect to get this back up and running. If, say, it does end up dying on you, you should be having a battery bank with you whenever you leave the house, and that would be perfect for something if this were to end up dying on you. Now, if this becomes a mainstay in your EDC or in your secondary carry, something you keep in your sling bag or your backpack, it's the things that you keep as a primary and secondary carry should always be maintained. So it's something that you're going to have to maintain in a sense that, keep it cleaned up, keep it charged up. And that way you're always going to be good to go. There's no fuel like it says. And you should not have any issues when it comes to environment or weather getting into this or bothering it. And I do know that they do very well in windy conditions. If this knockoff brand here can withstand high winds and, varying temperatures, I believe this is going to excel even better. So let's take this guy out and do a little quick test on it. So I just realized and remembered that we're hooked up to the microphone. So I decided to kind of bring the outdoors into here in that I brought a metal can inside. Now, I am being safe. We have a fire extinguisher right here and a fire blanket and all kinds of other stuff. But we'll be just fine. So if all you have is a piece of paper, right? You can take this guy and it's going to light that, no problems, no issues. And like I said, these are very wind resistant items right here. So even if you have just a piece of paper, it's going to spark that up very well. Now, let's just say you have some tinder or something. Now, this is some very garbage tinder. Some of the probably the cheapest stuff that you can get. So what I mean is that if you have something that's even relatively decent, something that's made very well, and now this stuff will light, but it's not anywhere close to really good tinder. So if you have some decent stuff, we could probably cut that off a little bit. But even if you have some decent stuff, or semi-decent stuff, it's going to light that stuff up just very, very easily. So typically, depending on the tinder, you spread it out a little bit, get them fibers opened up, and take your arc lighter, and that stuff will light up very, very easily, very quickly. And that's kind of a nod to these types of arc lighters right here. They do a fantastic job. You don't have to worry about fuel. And if you can get a dependable one, like the Blackbeard here one, that's going to last for a long time, that lasts for a long time between charges, you don't have to worry about the fuel aspect like a Zippo or a Titan light like Exotac has. Or even some of the various butane ones. This is a nice little piece of kit. As long as they are dependable, that's the whole key, being dependable. And I think that's what we have here in this Blackbeard Fireco one. I'm going to continue putting it through the test here, and we'll do a full review of this item here, within the next couple of days. I want to kind of make it go dead. I want to charge it up, see how long it takes to charge it. I want to use it till it dies again, and then we'll do a full review on this, and we'll even do some more testing with it. So if this is something that you are interested in, definitely stay tuned for that review and testing video. Like I said, it'll probably be a few days to a week until I actually get that done. Now, if you're wondering, how much these run or cost, just under $30, coming in at $29.99. And they have a plethora of other products, guys, different types of fire starters, fire plugs. They have different kits that you can get as well. All kinds of Blackbeard gear and apparel. They have like combo sets that you can get, different pouches that you can get. So different ferrocerium rods, which is one of the next items I would love to take a look at, and maybe some of their plugs as well, or the fire starting media that they have, whatever they would choose, just to kind of test them out as well. But definitely let me know what you think of this guy down in the comments. Whether you even if you don't smoke cigars or smoke cigarettes or whatever it might be, there's still a massive role that these types of items can play for you. Fire is an essential thing, whether it's for keeping warm, cooking food, boiling water for drinking water, using it for light, keeping different predators at bay with fire. Fire plays a huge role in a lot of things, and I think that gets left out of the equation and left out of people's mindsets a lot. Being prepared, and so anyone who's in the EDC community is essentially being prepared, because they have everyday items that they keep with them, that they depend on, that are going to get certain jobs done. And you will find most people who are in the EDC community and so on, they're going to carry some sort of fire implementation. You know, whether that's just a regular Bic lighter, a pack of matches, or whatever it might be, a Zippo. Now, that's where these come into play. No fuel, no worry about filling it back up or running out of fluid. As long as you can access some sort of power, you'll be able to light this guy up. And on a full charge, 300 lights, that's going to get you a pretty fair distance, I would have to say. Huge shout out to Blackbeard for sending this in for me to take a look at. I am stoked to be checking out something from Blackbeard. Their products are something I've seen around a lot over the last couple of years, and it seems like they are expanding very, very well. Let me know what you think of these guys down in the comments, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Stay tuned for the review and full testing of this guy. It will be coming very soon. If you're new to the channel or you've been here before and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below the video. I would love to have you here. Huge shout out to Blackbeard. I will catch you guys on the next one.